And today we're going to get started in a child's pose. Start to settle into your space. Widen your knees as wide as your mat. Rest your forehead down. Extend your arms forward here. And once you're settled in, begin to tune into your breath. Try to relax your hips. And feel the grounding of your chest towards the floor, your rib cage towards your thighs. And if you haven't already, you can lower your forearms to rest onto the mat. Start your rhythmic breath in through the nose. And exhales out through the nose. And then just feel a sense of calm take over your body. Clear your mind of anything that's not related to this practice. And see if you can let go of any tension or stress that you may be experiencing. And then bringing to mind whatever it is that you might be grateful for in this exact moment. And personally, I'm very grateful for movement and the ability to move your body, which is such a privilege that we often or sometimes take for granted since we're usually just living our lives. Take another few breaths here in your child's pose as you find a bit more stillness. And then for these next few moments in child's pose, bend your elbows, take your palms to touch to the back of your shoulder blades. As you stretch out here through the triceps, allow the elbows to point forward in space. Really good. All right. Place the palms down to the earth. Inhale, rise up to your tabletop. Parallel your shins. Round your back for cat pose. Press the earth away. Inhale for cow pose. Lift the tail, lift the gaze. And then start working through your cat-cows. Expressing freedom through the spine here. Inhales to lift the tailbone and lift the gaze for your cow pose. And then exhales to round into cat pose. So think of trying to loosen up the spine. You can always add in any other movements that you like and need. And feel free to make those hip circles big, exploring the sides and the edges of your mat. Notice the weight onto your palms, feeling the stretch there in the wrists. This is our gentle flow, so you can always take this at your own pace, adding on or taking away. All right, from here, rise up to your tabletop once more. Move your hands a palm print forward and find your seal pose. Allow your thighs to rest onto the mat, gaze forward, and you can remain in this like half plank position, or you can find a bit more extension there in the chest by looking forward. On the exhale, tuck the toes, sit back into that lifted child's pose here, and then inhale, roll forward onto the thighs for seal pose, trying to open up through the front line of the body, and exhale, settle back. So notice if you feel any crunching there or compression in your low back. If you do feel that, you want to lower the chest a bit more. A few more here. Inhale forward for seal. exhale back to your lifted child's pose with the toes tucked. Final time, inhale forward for seal pose, and then stay here. And please look over your left shoulder. And then return to center, inhale. Exhale, look over the right shoulder, stretching the neck. Good. And then inhale, center. Exhale, sit right back to your lifted child's pose. All right, from here, tuck the toes. Send the hips up to your downward facing dog. Start to pedal it out, bend one knee, bend the other knee. And you want to try to yearn the heel towards the floor while you bend the other knee. Encouraging a nice stretch there through the calves, through the hamstrings. Just awakening the back of the legs, awakening the arms. And then from here, hold stillness in your downward facing dog. Remember, your heels don't have to touch the ground. Either way, keep those arms nice and powerful, strong. Keep sending the chest towards the thighs here as you lengthen the hips high to the sky. Remember your steady breath in through the nose and then out through the nose. And then from here, look forward. Exhale, walk forward to your ragdoll pose. Let your head and neck hang heavy. And then just allow your hands to interlace over your elbows. Find a gentle sway side to side. And just feeling the weight onto the toes here. Continuing that stretch through the back line of the body. Very nice. Release the hands. Inhale to your halfway lift, hands to your shins or your thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Take your hands to your hips. Slowly uncurl yourself up to rise and stand. Elevate the arms overhead. Breathe in. On your exhale, bend those knees and then find a back bend. Goalpost the arms and find the chest yearning towards the ceiling here, opening up through the front line. Good work. Inhale, rise up, stack the body. Then take your right hand, hold onto your left forearm and take a side bend to the right. Feel free to gaze to the left here as you lengthen through that left side body. Spread the toes. That's it. Inhale up and then left hand will hold onto your right forearm as you find the side bend up and over, stretching towards the left now. Gaze up to the right if you wish. Nice. Inhale up to center. Then this time another back bend. Goalpost the arms, micro bend those knees, lift the chest. Keep breathing. And nice work. Inhale, stack the body. All right, this time listen carefully. Left hand to your sacrum. Find a gentle twist up and over towards the left. So the right hand will try to reach the back left corner of your space. And then inhale, center, reach up, arms up, right hand to sacrum this time. Turn the body over towards the left as you reach your left fingertips to the right side corner of your space. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, bend those knees. Take the arms back, find a chair pose. Very gentle here, and then slowly bring it down to your forward fold. Hold on to your ankles here. Maybe you can find a bit more folding in the body. Forehead can yearn towards your shins here, elbows out to the sides, and let your head and neck hang heavy. Inhale to your halfway lift, hands to shins. Then exhale, plant the palms. Step back. Find a short moment in plank pose. And then exhale, head it back to down dog. Nice work. All right, inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot to the right side of your mat. Lower the left knee. Untuck the toes and then take the right hand on top of your right thigh here. Big stretch here for your hips. Find the gaze down, or you can look slightly forward. That will send the stretch to a different place in the inner thighs or the left hip. And then from here, we're working on just opening up the inner thighs and the hips, using the floor as that counterweight or that counter stretch. Easy breaths here. One more breath. And exhale, lower the right hand if you haven't already. Sit the hips back, lift the right toes to the ceiling, finding your wider half splits here. So the right heel is to the right side, toes point up to the ceiling, and then your spine is long from the sacrum all the way to the back of the head. You'll feel this big stretch here through the hamstrings, just allow it to occur. Keep breathing there. And then you can always assess how straight you want your right leg to be. The straighter, the more intense that stretch. Good. All right, bend the right knee. Walk your right foot to the center, please. On the inhale, lift the right arm high, finding a gentle twist there through the upper back. And then if you want that added challenge, you can always tuck the left toes, lift the left knee off the ground. But for now, focus on this twist. You can also take it a bit deeper by bringing the right fingertips to your right ear. Make sure you're still breathing. Try not to hold any tension in the toes or the jawline. And exhale, plant the palms. Step back. Staying on your knees, inhale, shift forward. And then exhale, lower all the way to the ground. Untuck your toes, straighten out the legs behind you, and then inhale, lift your chest for cobra. So very gentle here, using the core strength, using the back spine strength to lift, and then exhale, lower down. Good, tuck the toes, lift up to your tabletop, and then exhale, send it up, down dog. And then just see how your body's doing. Notice the difference between right and left sides. Your right hamstring feels a bit more long than the left. Inhale the left leg. And exhale, step the left foot to the left side. Allow the right knee to lower. Allow the right toes to untuck. And then now you find yourself in your runner's lunge. Your left hand can assist by holding onto your left knee or pressing down onto that left frontal thigh area. You can look down, can look forward, just allowing gravity to bring you a bit closer to the mat here. You want your core still engaged, so allow the pulling back of your abdominal muscles as you find that depth in your hips. And then try to relax the shoulders here. You can gaze forward to deepen that sensation. Just a few more breaths. Maybe tuck the chin in so you lengthen the back of the neck. Little bend through the right elbow here to protect your joint. And then release the right hand to the center. Transfer your weight into the right knee as you sit back into your half splits, that left side. And once again, the left toes point skyward. With every inhale, lengthen the spine. With every exhale, you can simply hold this pose or allow your forehead to come a bit closer towards the ground for your half splits forward fold here. And you want to keep that tension through the left quad. Just really allowing your hips to pull back while your spine draws forward in space. Just a few more breaths. Feel free to continue to flex the left toes here, adding on, making it a bit more of a stretch for your hamstrings. And slowly inhale, lift the chest. Slide your left foot to the center, please. Right hand stays down. Inhale the left arm high for your twist now on the left side. Your gaze can follow up towards the left fingertips. That'll really lengthen through the body. And then from here you can tuck the right toes if you wish, lift the right kneecap, or just remain focusing on the extension there through the rib cage. That wingspan gets long and strong. Nice. And an exhale, release down. All right, slide the left foot back. Find your modified plank pose now. Shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to your chest. Untuck the toes. And then inhale, lift for cobra. Again, little to no weight in the hands, or you can keep pressing into the mat here, whatever you wish. Exhale, chin down. Inhale, press up. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Feel free here. Find 5 breaths in your down dog. Just feeling that openness you've created. Feel free to send your chest to your thighs. Your heels again don't have to touch, but if they do, that's great. Feel the weight of the hands and the feet equalizing here. And from here, lower the right knee, please. Inhale, left arm high for your modified side plank. Good. Now open through the chest, gaze up. With your left hand, you'll start to circle, finding one direction of movement here, loosening up through our left side shoulder socket, and then reverse a direction. Inhale, back and forward. Just take a few circles there, increasing your range of motion as you need, and then slowly release it down. Good. Turn your chest down now. Inhale the left leg back, and then reach the right fingertips forward if you can balance. And remember, you can always hold on to the ground if you need. Just hold this pose. This pose really strengthens your core. Try to round your back a bit, and then slowly release. Tuck the left toes, lift the right leg up. Maybe if you want, you can bend the right knee or circle the right knee in space. And bring the right toes down for your down dog. Alrighty, other side. Inhale the left leg, and then exhale. Lower the left knee down as you find the right arm going up to the sky, finding your modified side plank on the left. Steady gaze upward. Feel the stretch in the neck as you do this. And then from there, circle now with the right arm, going one way first, feeling the openness through the frontal part of your arm. Maybe it's the back, the sides, and then go the other direction now, finding all that space. And we tend to hold a lot of tension here in our underarm area and our back. Alrighty, slowly inhale, lift the right arm, and exhale, bring it down to the ground. Turn your chest forward. This time, lift the right leg up, and then take your time, lift onto the left fingertips, and then reach the left hand forward. Stay committed here. Try to line up the right heel with the hip, and the left arm and fingertips with your shoulder height. Hold, and then exhale. Good, release. Alrighty, rise up onto the fingertips, take a few cat-cows. Inhale, lift the tail, lift the gaze. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. And we'll bring it here to our puppy pose. Forehead kind of reaches forward. Hands reach forward. Your hips stay above your knees. You don't have to touch the mat with your forehead. Just trying to experience all the kind of stretch there through the underarms. Nice. All right, bring it in. Rise up. Inhale the right arm high, big stretch, and then exhale, thread the needle. Right arm goes to the left side. Lower down your right temple onto the mat. Then feel free to reach the left arm high to the sky to hold on to the sacrum, or take a bind here. Left fingertips to the right hip. Wherever you are, just breathe. And then now, if you want to add another challenge, tuck the left toes back. Just breathe here, allowing the twist to occur. stay anchored using your right arm and your left toes. Nice work. Slowly release the left knee, left hand. Inhale the right arm high. And then exhale, release. All right, on the left side, inhale the left arm high. We're gonna even it out since I missed it on the other side. Left fingertips to the ear, and then just open up here through the left elbow if you did this on the other side. If not, no worries, we'll keep that left arm high. And then exhale, thread the needle, left arm goes through, left side of your face or your head will rest, and then the right hand reaches up. Maybe holds onto the sacrum or takes that bind. If you did so on the other side, tuck the right toes. And then just finding your balance here. Try to lean a bit to the right so you don't flip over. Stay centered. Allow that stretch to the right shoulder to occur. And then very slowly bring it down. Right hand first, right knee, and then inhale the left arm. Exhale, release. Alrighty, we'll add a bit on here. Tuck the toes, lift your kneecaps, balance into your floating tabletop. Just nice and steady here. You can always keep the knees on the ground if you want a bit more rest. Then exhale, send the hips up to your down dog. Alright, good work. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the center of your mat. Inhale to your halfway lift, hands to your shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up, reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, bring the hands to your heart space. Alrighty, then bring your feet together. Take your hands to your low back. Inhale, gaze up. And then exhale, take a standing back bend. Support your sacrum here. Peel the elbows away and towards one another as you gaze up. And exhale, upright your spine. Alrighty, good. Hands to your hips, or rather, heart space, full inhale. On the exhale, sit back to your chair pose. Lean the weight into the heels. Slide your knees back in space so you can anchor more weight towards the back. And we'll practice here. Inhale, stand up, reach the arms high. Nice and gentle. And then exhale, swim the arms back as you sit back into your chair. Nice. Inhale, stand up, gaze up. And exhale, reach the arms back, sit back into your chair pose. We're just activating the glutes to help you balance. Inhale, stand. And exhale, arms back, sit back. All right, this time we'll add on. Inhale, rise up. Reach the arms high. Lift your left heel now. Balance on the left tippy toes. You can remain here holding on to this pose, or if you'd like, lift the left knee up. And if you have any furniture, anything you can hold on to, if you'd like, you can do that, or just stay balancing. Keep hugging your lower abs in. And then exhale, slowly release. Sit back to your chair pose, arms back. Inhale, stand up. And then lift your right heel. Balance on the right tippy toes. Notice how your left glute automatically turns on to hold you here in this pose. Feel free to stay here. Or if you wish, lift the right knee and hold it there. The muscles that are on the inseam of your left leg are holding you nice and strong in this pose. And exhale, slowly release, brings you down, arms back, sit back. All right, now we're gonna add on inhale, stand up. Bring your hands to your heart space if they're not already. And then sit down into your chair. You can hold on to another balancing point, like a piece of furniture, a chair. Otherwise, you'll lift the left knee up and exhale. Stack your left shin onto your right thigh for your figure four. It's the outer calf or the ankle, any point of connection that you'd like. And like I said, you can always hold onto something. This is just to open up through the hip. concentrate on one spot to help you balance. Think of equalizing the weight between both hands, both shoulders, and then just that right hip. All right, good. Upright your spine, inhale the left leg up, and exhale, release. Other side, hands to your heart. Lift your left knee, or rather sit back first, and then lift your right knee. Align and stack into that figure 4 position. There's no pressure to get really low, whether your forearms remain high up. Of course, if you've been practicing and you'd like to, you can always rest your forearms down, but just listen to the body, find the balance here. Spread the toes. Find that point of focus for your gaze. Release any tension in the neck and the shoulders. Nice. And very slowly lift, release, and rest the arms by your sides. Quick intermission, widen the legs to about hip height. Inhale, reach the arms high. And then exhale, we'll take an open twist to the left. You can allow your hips to turn, you can gaze back. Inhale, center, and then open up to the right. You can let the hips rotate towards the right if you'd like. Inhale, center, and exhale, hands to hips. Adding on here, once again, you can always hold on to something. Starting off with the left toes, we'll lift it up onto tree. So you can start with just letting your left heel touch the ankle or somewhere above it. You can go higher up onto the shin, or you can go all the way up into the inner thigh. Find your balance. You can just spread your arms wide. You can reach the arms high here. Just feeling out how you're doing in this balanced shape. There's no pressure at all. If you fall out, just come back. And then very slowly, release the hands, release the feet, and we'll switch here. Starting off, your right heel lifts up into the lower ankle area, maybe up into the shin, calf area, or maybe all the way up into the inner thigh. Grow tall with your branches, reach up. Another way or variation is hands to your heart space, just finding that nice, easy length. Stay centered, stay strong like a tree. Good. And then we'll release the arms, release the foot. Stand tall, reach up, gaze up, and exhale, forward fold. Take a moment to reset here, whether that's bouncing your head yes and no, or just letting yourself fold forward, encouraging even more stretch there through your hamstrings, low back. All right, nice work. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant your feet as wide as your mat. Find your first frog pose of the day. Bring your hands to your heart. And then you can always be a little bit higher than you need here, or whatever it takes to get your heels to touch the floor. Okay, really good. Just another few breaths as you are. And exhale, forward fold. Lift your heels, point it back, point your toes forward. Hold on to your ankles. Listen carefully, halfway lift, hands to shins. And bend your left knee now. Hold on to your right side ankle and open up right arm high. Big twist here. Exhale, release it. Bend your right knee. Right hand holds onto your left side leg and lift the left arm. Good. And slowly let it go. Step back, lower the knees down. Sit up tall onto your shins, and then rise up, lift the glutes, just balancing onto your shins now. Take your hands to your hips. Full breath. On your exhale, lean back. As you find that tall spine here, make it harder, reach the arms forward. Good. Inhale, upright your spine. Release your arms by your sides. We'll repeat. Exhale, lean back as you keep a long line from your knees all the way to the back of the head. And slowly upright. One more. Lean back. Reach the arms forward. Keep breathing. And upright yourself. Nice. This time hold on to your lower back. There's no right or wrong here. You can always kind of take a step back. Otherwise, you'll start to move into your first camel pose. Press the hips forward. Hold on to your low back again. And just keep breathing. Gaze up. Lean your hips forward as you gaze higher. And then slowly upright your spine. You'll then sit down onto your heels. Place one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, and then just take a few breaths. Relax. Upright your spine. All right, from here, open the eyes, take the left fingertips down to the ground. Inhale, reach the right arm up and over. And slowly inhale upright. Right hand to the ground, up and over towards the right this time. Good. Inhale, center. We'll take a seated twist over to the left, right hand towards the left thigh, and then left fingertips to the ground, or take that bind. Inhale, upright. This time the left hand goes towards the right, right hand goes to the back of your mat or your twist, your bind. Very nice. Inhale, upright. And then exhale, plant the palms. Find a few cat-cows again to reset. And then just feeling how your spine is doing, if there's anything else you would need here before we find a seat and take a few stretches. All right, slide your legs forward now. Then extend the legs out, bend your knees, let your heels touch the floor. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale, hold on to your ankles here as you fold, allowing your chest to touch your knees and your thighs. Inhale, center, rise up. Maybe straighten the legs a little bit more. This time, sit up tall, reach the arms high, and exhale. Try to reach your toes. Okay, try not to round your back for this one. See if you can gently pull onto the bottoms of your feet while bringing your chest a bit closer, any amount. So keep tensing up, engage those quads, relax your shoulders, relax your face, and then each breath you allow your chest to go a little bit forward, pulling gently onto the bottoms of those feet. Inhale, rise, lift the chest, let it go, and then plant your feet down. At this time, left ankle towards your right thigh again for your seated figure four. You can always support yourself by leaning back. Find that lift in the sternum. Then listen carefully. Place your left foot down onto the mat, extend your right leg long, and then try to connect your left inner thigh, or rather your left foot to your right inner thigh. From there, inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, bow forward towards the right leg. And then it's okay if you can't reach your toes. If you can, that just means you have a bit of back flexibility or hamstring flexibility, or that your arms are long enough to reach your toes. So just find that pose here, any amount of depth in the chest. One more breath. Inhale, lift your chest, peel away from the floor. Turn your chest to the left. This time, use your right hand, hold on to your right foot, Keep the left sitting bone down and then find that side bend as if you're trying to reach your toes with your left hand. Keep the left sitting bone down as you find this big left side lower back stretch. Good. Alrighty. Inhale, lift. Place your left hand somewhere off the mat and then elevate your hips high as you press the hips up to the ceiling and you lift the right arm up. Exhale, slowly let it go, and we'll switch. Plant your left foot, then lift your right ankle, finding your seated figure 4 here. Starting to wind down, lift the sternum, open up through the chest. Exhale, let the right foot go on the ground, extend the left leg, then find that connection, your right foot to the left inner thigh. Sit up tall, reach up, inhale, and then exhale, fold. And we did the half splits earlier to find that hamstring stretch. Otherwise, you can find it here as well. Trying to reach there for your toes, your ankle, perhaps bowing the chest any amount. This one's really good for loosening up from sitting down, driving. Just a few more breaths, letting gravity take over here as you keep drawing your toes up to the sky. Inhale, lift, peel away, then open up the arms, turn your chest towards the right, reach the left hand to the left foot, and then reach the right arm up and over, finding that lateral body stretch here towards the left, stretching the right side body. Remember, the right sitting bone still presses down. And then inhale, lift. The right hand goes off, away from the mat. Then lift up onto the right shin. Press the hips forward. Lift the left arm. And exhale brings you back down. Good. Feet together, last one here. Bring your knees wide. And feel free to sway side to side here. Just stretching inner thighs, then lift arms up. On exhale, reaches you forward, and feel free to bow any amount, finding this seated pose with your knees out wide. For more relaxation feeling, move your feet further away from you. For a deeper stretch, move the heels closer. Nice. All right, inhale, lift. From here, extend the legs, lay down, and then draw your knees into your chest. Just find a sway side to side, massaging your low back. Once you're satisfied there, lift your shins up, legs up to the sky. Just point and flex your toes, circle out through the ankles, and then we'll do a gentle kind of a back release. We did a ton of stretching, so we're going to release here in a bicycle position. So just start to pretend that you're riding a bike in the air here. Loosening up, just trying to also work our lower abs. And then feel free to reverse the bike using your mind to control the movement, and bring both knees into your chest. Give it a squeeze, and then take your happy baby pose. Point your feet up to the sky here, knees towards your mat for both. Just letting the inner thighs relax here. We did a bunch of stretching earlier. Lengthen the back of the head, slight tuck in your chin, and draw the knees in. All right, extend the left leg. This time hold on to the right knee. Then hold on to your right knee towards the right side of the body. Extend the right arm up to a T and then find your gentle supine twist. And lift your left knee towards the left, or your right knee towards the left, gaze to the right. Your right knee won't necessarily touch the ground here. Just let your right shoulder be anchored on the floor. And slowly bring it in. And then we'll switch. If you need to rock and reset side to side, that's fine. Extend the right leg down. Hug your left knee into your left side body. And exhale, use your right hand, cross the left knee to the right. Left arm out to a T for your supine twist. Find a gaze left again. Just breathe. Relax the face. Inhale, center. Give your knees a nice squeeze. Bring both knees in. Exhale, plant the feet onto the ground. Our last pose here for your bridge. Lift the hips. Plant your feet down. And then exhale, slowly lower down bone by bone. Finding your Shavasana. Extend the legs. Open up through the chest. Allow the fingers to curl in. And let your entire body be heavy. Soft breath. Feel that relaxation start to take over. Relax your jaw. Unclench your teeth. Rest your eyebrows. Unclench and unfurrow your eyebrows. Feel a heaviness through the arms and the legs. For these next few moments, place your one hand to heart, one hand to belly. And just honoring yourself for taking this time here, for showing up for yourself. Again, bring to mind what you're grateful for. If you join me in being grateful for movement, or whatever it is. Another few breaths there again. Just appreciating your body for all it does for you. Alright, and inhale, extend the arms nice and long, big stretch. Hug your knees into your chest. Start to roll towards the right side. And then gently assisting yourself up to your seat. Cross the ankles, sit down. And take a few neck rolls here. Gazing up one way, circle, going the other direction. And then looking over one shoulder and the other. Good. Inhale, reach, arms high. Exhale, we bow forward, sealing in our practice. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in this gentle flow, Thanksgiving inspired. I hope you feel great and spacious and more free in your body. Continue to hydrate and nourish yourself. Thank you all.